More than 250,000 people flooded Cairo's Liberation Square Tuesday, mounting by far the largest protest against President Hosni Mubarak since the demonstrations began a week ago. They waved flags, held up signs, and demanded Mubarak step down after nearly 30 years in power. In a nationally televised address, Mubarak made a halfway concession. He promised not to seek re-election, but announced he would serve out the last months of his term and die on Egyptian soil. His speech was broadcast on a giant TV screen in Liberation Square. When it was over, the protesters denounced it, some chanting, "Down, down with Hosni Mubarak." This man said he's been lying to us for 30 years. President Obama spoke briefly about the day's developments at the White House. He said he had spoken to Mubarak about the crisis for 30 minutes. And Obama said he told Mubarak that an orderly transition must be meaningful, peaceful, and begin now.
The process must include a broad spectrum of Egyptian voices and opposition parties. It should lead to elections that are free and fair. And it should result in a government that's not only grounded in democratic principles, but is also responsive to the aspirations of the Egyptian people.
Elsewhere, the shockwaves from Cairo continue to reverberate around the Middle East. In Jordan, where there have been smaller street protests, King Abdullah fired his government and named an ex-prime minister to form a new cabinet and launch political reforms. And at Cairo's international airport, it was gridlock again Tuesday, with thousands of foreigners trying to get out of the country. After getting to the airport, travelers were stuck there due to Egypt's curfew.
So we're just blocked here and we're waiting for a flight. And there is not so much to do here except waiting.
The airport has remained open throughout the crisis, but flights have been disrupted. The U.S. State Department says it has flown about 1,600 Americans out of Egypt since Monday. It expects to evacuate an additional 1,000 Americans in the coming days. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.